So hey guys, it's Tamara. I'm back with another video today. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. And for those of you who have been with me for a while, thank you so much for coming back and for being with me today. So we've been talking a lot about families, and I want to talk just a little bit about self-esteem and how it gets started within families before we continue our discussion about families. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. If you like this kind of stuff and you want to engage in being a part of a counseling channel that focuses on growth and education, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I encourage you to do that, so then that way every time I post a video, you'll get a little reminder that I've posted a video. Also, if you like this video, please so kindly hit the thumbs up button. That really does help the channel, and it kind of helps push the video into the search results of YouTube, and that way other people get a chance to see what you find helpful as well. So thank you for that in advance. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. The benefits for you today in this video is that you're going to be able to identify some of the ways that self-esteem gets started in families and how to navigate that, because it can be really difficult for people who are either a part of small families, blended families, or even bigger families. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so what is self-esteem? Self-esteem, I like to define it in a little bit of a basic, simplistic fashion. So self-esteem is basically the idea that you have developed a core belief about yourself, and that belief about yourself is the foundation of everything that you do. It's how you see yourself, how you see your abilities, how you see where you come from, how you see everything about you, right? Your personality traits, the clothing that you like to wear, the things that you like to do, the places you like to go, the people that you like to hang out with, all that stuff it kind of projects itself or extends from your self-esteem. So I want to talk a little bit about the ways that self-esteem gets started within families, because a lot of who we see ourselves as derives from our families. Right? And so because of that, we can either increase in self-esteem or we can lose our self-esteem just by being in our family. So the first way that self-esteem gets started is through experiences. And I was going to say negative experiences, but experiences as a whole, positive, negative, neutral experiences, all of your experiences growing up contributes to your self-esteem. Now, let me give you an example of that. So let's say you have two very healthy parents, mom and dad, and things are going very well. They love you, they cherish you, they have very fair expectations of you. They're not overbearing or authoritarian. They have rules and regulations and boundaries, but they also love you and nurture you. Your self-esteem is kind of being nurtured and molded by how your parents are treating you. It's also being nurtured and molded by the experiences you have during child and adolescent development. So that's one way, right? So self-esteem kind of comes about through the way that you are treated while you're developing. Self-esteem, number two, self-esteem also comes about through core beliefs. Core beliefs are basically like foundational beliefs that you have about yourself and your life, right? It's the foundation of everything that you do and every way that you think and everything that you do think, right? So your core beliefs is kind of like your identity, and it encapsulates or it encircles your cultural beliefs, your social beliefs, your own personal beliefs, your religious beliefs. All of those things are your core belief. If you have a negative set of core beliefs, I'm not good enough, religion sucks, which for some people that is true, and I would agree, depending on what kind of religion you're dealing with and how you were taught it. Right? Because there's a lot of kids that I have right now who are considered Catholic, and they just feel overwhelmed by all of it because it's been pushed and forced on them. They haven't had a real experience with God to really feel connected, right? They just hate the form and fashion of the religion. So I don't blame them for that. But some people feel like, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, my religion sucks, my family comes from a very poor and bad background, I hate who I am, I don't like who I am. All of those are core beliefs, and your self-esteem extends from those core beliefs. The third thing that kind of sets us up for failure in families when it comes to self-esteem is negative self-talk. Where did that negative self-talk come from, and what is it? Negative self-talk is basically things that you say to yourself inside of your head, things that you begin to believe because it's played over and over and over in your mind. And so then you begin to believe it. So take, for example, I'm not good enough, my religion sucks, and I come from a bad family. Those are three things that you've said to yourself that's negative. And maybe you play those things over and over and over in your mind on a daily basis every hour. What do you think is going to happen to your self-esteem? It's going to plummet, right? And so negative self-talk is another negative consequence of having low self-esteem, because the lower your self-esteem, the worse your self-talk, right? And families can kind of contribute to that, because in some families that are very unhealthy and dysfunctional, sometimes kids are called stupid. Sometimes kids are called dumb and idiot by their parents. Sometimes kids are treated like idiots or treated like kids who are not very smart by the adult parents, right? Sometimes the parents curse at their kids. Sometimes the parents act like they don't care about the child's well-being. Sometimes they are just outright neglected. Other times they are traumatized and molested and abused. So all of those experiences that come from within the family have a way of kind of seeping into our soul and our heart about who we are, and it creates that negative self-talk that we live with on a daily basis. It's a very poisonous cycle. Now, the other thing I want to mention, and I have here written on my notes, is unhelpful rules and assumptions about yourself. That's the final thing, and I believe the fourth thing that is a problem in families when it comes to self-esteem. Those unhelpful assumptions and rules. An unhelpful rule would be that children are to be seen and not heard. That's an unhelpful rule in a family. When that rule is firmly put into place, what do you think happens? You don't get heard. Your emotions don't get heard. You're to be quiet and go along, right? So that's an unhelpful rule. An unhelpful assumption: my mother hates me. Well, maybe she doesn't hate you. Maybe she just doesn't know how to love you. Or maybe she's been traumatized herself, and so therefore she's incapable of being a parent. But that doesn't mean she doesn't love you. That's an unhelpful assumption, right? You have no proof for what you're saying. You just know you're feeling a certain way and you don't like it. So unhelpful rules and assumptions are the fourth problematic zone within families that helps to break down someone's self-confidence and their feelings of self-efficacy. So this is an important topic, and I actually have a worksheet here that I absolutely love. I don't know if you can see that. And it's kind of like an example of what happens in a family or what happens to an individual when they have low self-esteem, and how does it get started, and how do we create this low self-esteem within ourselves based on what we've experienced in our life. So what I'll do is down in the description box, I'll post that worksheet so that you can maybe print it out or take a closer look at it and use it for yourself. I think it's a nice activity to kind of do in your personal spare time, just because it allows you to write down some things in these boxes here. And you get a chance to kind of do some introspection. I'm really big on introspection because I think that's the first step to figuring out and knowing who you are. If you don't have that quiet time to really know who you are, it's really easy to get lost and really get stuck in your own emotions that may or may not be true. So introspection is huge. So go ahead and check out that worksheet. I'll post it in the description box. If you have questions or comments about the worksheet, or you'd like me to walk you through it maybe, go ahead and post it in the comment section below and I will help you with that. If you have a suggestion for me as far as videos, please let me know. I'm trying some different things on my channel. I don't know if you guys can already tell, but there are some videos where I'm standing up this time and some videos where I'm sitting down, and I'm trying to incorporate some different things because I get bored. I don't know about you, I get bored. So if you guys have some suggestions on new videos or new topics, feel free to post that in the comment section below. I do hear you, so keep that in mind. You're not just commenting to a video. I actually personally go through all your comments and I like to answer and communicate with you. So feel free to post your questions or comments in the comment box below. All right, guys, I will see you pretty soon with a new video. We're going to continue our conversation on families, so stick around. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button also. Bye, guys.